Everybody, Bart the Nature Guy here. It is a beautiful day. It's going to get warm here. So this one's going to involve the tree, but it's a tree that is actually snowing in June. And I don't know if you can see around your neighborhood, but the cottonwoods are just exploding right now. I'm looking at a tree right now, and it almost looks like a Dr. Seuss deal with like these. It's like a regular tree, but it's just huge puffballs of white cotton. And if you can see the ground here, it's just littered in almost like a snow. So it is snowing in June, which is the name of our invitation. So I am encouraging you to see if you can find in your area, look for this kind of just white snow floating. You know, it almost looks like a cattail puff floating through this, or a dandelion puff floating through the sky. If you can find a few of those, my guess is that there's a cottonwood around, and they will produce a lot of shade, which is what we're going to need this week. And please enjoy it with all your senses. So walk up to the bark. You know, this one over here, I'm going to walk up to it right now. The bark is really thick. It almost feels, the bark in these bigger trees, I mean, I don't know if you can see this. This is, like this one right here is just a giant tree. It's like at least 5 feet across. So it's got to be almost 10 to 12, 15 feet around. But I don't know if you can see this. Like, this thing is huge compared to me. And I can get my hand, like if you can see the bark here, like my hand is fully in the bark. It almost feels like you could climb it, even though it's not safe to. It almost feels like if you could get some grips in here, or if you were a little kid. But unfortunately, the bark isn't safe enough for a climb up these. But it's really, these channels are very, very deep. If you see way up there, I mean, that's just a giant tree, so I'll get the sun out of that for you. So please go find one of these monster trees. And I mean, the amount of stuff all around the ground right now is just huge. And enjoy it. Find it, see how soft this stuff is. This stuff is just like, I mean, it is just, look at it in the sun. It's just, this tree up here, it's just loaded with it. It looks like it's just a big giant cotton ball. It looks like something you'd see in like the Lorax or something. So but anyways, that's it. Cottonwood, snowing in June. It's one of our last invitations for the year. This time of year is you don't get this for very long, so it's about a week or two that the cottonwoods drop like this, and that's it. So I'll see you all last week of school next week. Take care. Bart the Nature Guy. Use that nose, use those eyes to see if you can find it. Use that sense of touch to see if you can kind of get a sense of how soft that cotton is that's kind of coming out of the trees, and also just getting some shade from the sun and the kind of the heat that's going to be coming. Use your ears. Maybe you can probably hear that bird that's right. There's a robin right above me calling. So you know, use your ears around those birds that make these trees home. So and try not to taste it. I don't know. I actually inhaled one I was at my son's baseball game a couple days ago, and inhaled through my mouth, and just one of those big puffballs came, like I sucked it right in. It was like, I almost just choked myself out. So it was pretty funny. So try not to do that. But use those 5 senses. Enjoy these cottonwoods. So the invitation for this week is snowing in June. Take care, everybody. Bart the Nature Guy. Peace out.